Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has cards and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a squad from the American, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bearcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Memphis Tigers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got him 1st and 10 outside the 30. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
It'll be 3rd and long. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Cincinnati's offense will go to work for the first time today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Bearcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the single back. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal. And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Jones to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Looking for the time with the extra point.
How do you not love it when they use the big fullback? Reward the big fella for doing the dirty work and blocking every play, every play. You don't want to account for him? We'll slip him out, throw him the football. He walks into the end zone for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bearcats! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David. There he goes. Got the 1st down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense set for a 1st down play. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Robinson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Henry. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Tigers will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Henry. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Memphis picking up the tempo. They just keep firing. Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Tigers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He's looking to throw. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Bearcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He's got 50 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Henry. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room. Touchdown, Memphis! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Jones wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Simmons. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll go right back to it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Henry. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Jones to throw. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended
breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. One more snap coming before halftime. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's got it down the left. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Try to get it to the edge. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close, run to the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Jones wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Bearcats are flying down the field. The give is to Williams. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, and touchdown written all over because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give them a cushion and give them some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll try it over the left side. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Turning it on. He now has 110 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Quarterback gets the first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think that pass play was simply designed to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Simmons. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll try the left side. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there and getting the TFL.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down a lot of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. Touchdown, Tiger! And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Defense in press coverage. Now the play fake. Fires on the move. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Cincinnati! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The give on the counter. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Jones to throw. Oh, he's got a chance. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Clay. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. To the air on 1st down. Here's the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle with Simmons. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slugged down back at the 43. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their 1st pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Memphis.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. Snowed under by the defense. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. 3rd in short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.